Hi, everybody, and my name is Eamon, and welcome to today's podcast with Pat Monk. Today I have Georgi, who is joining us from Chattermill. So welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So it's great to have you on the call, and so that we and all our viewers know a little bit more about what you're doing at Chattermill. Can you just maybe give us a brief introduction and explain what you guys are doing?
Yeah, we're at Chattermill. We're basically helping companies understand the feedback that their customers are giving them. So we're a customer intelligence platform. We help companies with our AI to analyze hundreds of thousands of pieces of feedback that they receive and tell them what their customers care about the most, whether it's people unhappy with price, people unhappy with returns, people unhappy with something that's happening with the product and leaving for that reason. We enable companies to pinpoint those things, make improvements to their customer journey, and just deliver better experiences, really.
Okay, I mean that is never more relevant in the days we have now when everything is reviews based for every kind of business, restaurant, you name it. Businesses can rise and fall just on some bad or good reviews. So, I mean, in relation to what you're doing at Chattermill, I mean, what problems do you help your customers solve? Is it that feedback? Is it getting quicker feedback using the AI, or how does it work?
For us, I think it's understanding the relationship between customer experience and revenue. So we help companies really pinpoint and understand, right? We get all these reviews and people mark says as a 10 on everything and they're super happy, but for some reason they're leaving. So we help them understand maybe the hidden reasons and the obvious ones why people are leaving their business. Why are some customers love the product, why some customers don't like the product as much, and what those reasons are. And once they have that view of, right, maybe we need to improve some areas here, or returns are taking too long for a fashion business, or maybe the pictures of the product are not what people expected, help them understand those things and make improvements based on actual customer feedback and analyzing that tons of data that they're getting from their customers that maybe some companies don't do so well.
No, definitely. It's one thing to get feedback. It's another thing to act on the feedback. So anything that makes that easier is definitely a good thing. So when you're dealing with clients, I mean, what kind of industries are you in? The service industry, or who do you mostly deal with?
So we deal with really companies that are focused on customer experience, and that can be many industries. So we work with a lot of apps like Uber, for example, HelloFresh, Amazon. We work with a lot of retail clients, fashion brands, companies that have many users and that receive a lot of feedback, a lot of comments, and a lot of reviews for their products. Those are the ones that benefit the most from understanding the main reasons why people are unhappy and happy and acting on them.
No, definitely. And like you said, Amazon there, I mean, some products, if they don't have good reviews, they just don't sell. And I know that from personal experiences just as a consumer. So, I mean, with this as well, when you're looking at, when you're bringing in new customers, you name some really big companies there, but, what are your top, acquisition channels? What's working really good for you at the moment?
At the moment, we are focusing heavily on organic search. So having relevant content to us is, we believe, is the best way to attract an audience and the best way to attract the people you care about, giving them something that's valuable to them, educating the market, and helping them, of course, understand why maybe our product or service will help them in the meantime. That's probably our biggest channel at the moment. And second biggest one will be paid channels like LinkedIn and Google, amplifying that amazing content that we have, spreading the word, trying to reach people where they are consuming content and deliver them value. That's our focus at the moment, amplifying the content and producing great content that people care about and will be useful to them and what they do.
Perfect. No, that sounds good. I mean, creating it and amplifying it, there's no point amplifying bad content. Definitely. So, I mean, and in all of this, you mentioned LinkedIn, but, when it comes to, let's say, the website, when people come to the Chattermill, like, what kind of role does that play in, client acquisition? Is it important?
Number one, yeah. The website is our number one channel of driving opportunities and leads at the moment. And we're trying to optimize it as much as we can. So a big project for us this year is make sure, hey, we're all about customer experience and helping companies understand why people are leaving or why they're not converting. So we're trying to find out when people do come to our website, we've created some great content, they've clicked on it, they're interested. We have some content on our product as well. Why are people then not converting there? Why they're not requesting a demo? Why they're not starting a trial? Is there anything we can do on the website to deliver a better journey? So that's going to be a big focus for us this year, improving our website experience for our visitors.
Okay, and like when you're saying that improving website experience, I mean, what would you say are the three major or the top strengths of your website at the moment? If there was two or three that are really working well, what would they be?
Working well, it's a demo page, obviously, not a demo page, but the way we've structured our website to point to conversion. So we have tons of content, many different pieces of functionality, many different pieces of content. We are focusing on further educating and pushing people through the funnel. I think we do a pretty good job at it, still optimizing it, of course, but we've done a pretty good job at tying up top level informational pieces to our more transactional pages, like book demo pricing, not forcing people, but pointing people to a trial. I think we've done a pretty good job at cross-linking and referencing and having a consistent story of, yeah, you've read this thing about retention. There's this piece of software that can help you increase retention. Oh, here's the trial of this piece of software. And actually, if you speak to us, we can make your experience much, much better as well. So that's probably what's working really well at the moment, having that journey. Room for optimization, of course, but having that consistent journey has really helped us paint a picture of what we do and why people should care.
No, that's nice. And like when you say room for optimization, obviously there's always room, but I mean, if there is, something that you'd say that you could work upon or improve upon, I mean, what would that be?
So we've recently launched some chatbots and live chat functionality on our website. We want to be able to engage with visitors as they are browsing and just show them that we care, we're there to help, kind of a consultative way. So that's going to be a big area we focus on, making the experiences even better and faster. So increasing the velocity of the moment someone lands on our website and engage with us, to us speaking to them and helping them with whatever problem they are interested in and understanding the reason why they're there, and hopefully providing some kind of personalized, almost one-to-one experience to them through either human interaction or through some kind of chatbot or live chat.
Okay. Well, that aligns, and I can see how that works. And just to maybe change it a little bit, switch gears a little bit. Talking about maybe you more. As a leader in marketing. I mean, on a day-to-day basis, what keeps you busy?
Reporting and understanding where to spend money. That's the number one thing. Understanding the return on investment on our channels is a constant struggle. Getting better at it, of course, but I just want to understand where do we spend to get the most impact, because it's never going to be the same. So one quarter something will work and that's great, you got those people, but the next quarter doesn't really mean that things that worked in the past, they're going to work again. We can make assumptions, we can extrapolate based on historical data, but having that very quick understanding of the money we're spending, is it actually going towards bringing us revenue quickly? That's my main struggle.
Well, that's what keeps it interesting, I guess, because if every day was
the same. Yeah, we set it up and then we just wait for the opportunities to roll in.
Exactly. So like now we're going to move to the rapid fire section. This is one of my favorite sections. So these are just like short, crisp answers. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so what was the last book you read?
Last book I read is Dune for the second time. It's my favorite book of all time. Dune by Frank Herbert, science fiction.
Yes. I'm aware of the movie and the book, and it's very, very, very famous. So very good. So what is the one single thing that you do, within the company that takes most of your focus at the moment? That is really the driving force of what you're doing on a daily basis at Chattermill?
It is reporting. So understanding that's the number one thing, understanding where to spend money effectively.
Okay. And moving on from that, I mean, if you were to start in Chattermill all over again and you were to, give yourself advice, I mean, what would you change? What would you do differently?
It'll probably be launch campaigns faster. That would be my number one thing. Just be quicker at that. I think I'm pretty good at executing, but in the beginning, maybe it takes you a while to understand, how the business operates, who to speak to, where the direction of the company is going. I would have said, hey, don't worry about that. Know how some things probably are going to work. Execute as fast as you can so you can start gathering actual data based on what's currently happening instead of spending maybe more time analyzing historical performance. Get something out there now, start learning with actual current data, and then iterate on that.
I'm definitely a big believer in that. Learn by doing rather than just sitting on the sidelines, getting the game. So I guess the last word, I mean, thanks a lot for being on the show with us today. I want to give you the last word. So let's say if someone accidentally forgot everything that we just discussed, if there was one thing that you wanted them to remember about Chattermill, I mean, what would that be?
It would be, if you're not learning from what your customers are saying, you're probably not going to have a business in 5 years. So focus on understanding the feedback that your customers are giving you, gathering that feedback, analyzing it, trying to understand what's going well, what's not going well, and adapting quickly. That would be my advice to any company in the world, really. Listen to your customers.
Well, fantastic advice. Fantastic advice. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I look forward to hearing more about Chattermill in the coming weeks, months, and all the best. So thank you for joining Pat Monk and our podcast. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.